few days and someone steps on it and it's gone. Some people have roots, they're like trees. It's growing stronger and getting all the way up to heaven. You know why grass doesn't reach heaven? It has no roots. It's growing, has no roots. Every year it's another little grass. A lot of people every year, I'm on this trip, it's very sweet and cute, but garnished, It absolutely amounts to nothing, I hate to say bad things. Some people in their own personal life are the same way, Each time you meet them there with somebody else, It's very beautiful, but they have no roots, right? People have to give each other roots. And the rootless people, they have no roots. They don't give roots to each other. It's little grass, it smells good for the moment, but they'll never have apples. And I wouldn't like to taste their apples, They'll never get anything out of life, out of the depths of life. I've seen people, some people, every few months they're into another religion, and it's very sweet, they mean well. But some, I wonder, they think they're growing, They say, I'm going through changes, They do think everybody says I'm going through changes. Okay, so stop already, how much changing can you do, Listen, you change $1 one time, so you get pennies. Then you change the pennies back to $1, okay? So, and then you start all over again, How much change can you get out of $1, Okay, now listen to this. I want you to think of it in a very deep way. As much as I don't want to impose upon you too much Hebrew, but if you can bear, because it's very good. This is a very, very strong. In Jewish mysticism and Kabbalah, this is like such a term which is utmost important. The word is Or Yosha, straight light, and Or Choizer means a bouncing light. If I throw a ball at the wall, then the ball bounces back and somebody's catching it. But he didn't receive it directly from me. I threw it at the wall, and the wall bounced it back. Sometimes I'm on the level with God. Either way, I'm getting everything from God. The question is, did I get it just because it was bouncing back? Or did I get it straight? Okay, now, I just want you to think of it very strong, Tomorrow night is Purim. Purim is one holiday. The craziest thing in the world is everything has to be at layad. It's beyond my consciousness. It's beyond everything. I have to be so high, not drunk, but I have to be so high that the things I know, I don't know them because 1 and 1 is 2. I don't know. I know them in a completely different way. Because right now it's the in-between summer and winter. And the deepest depths of Purim is that the strangest thing in the world is, listen to this one, that God is giving me a taste what He was doing in the winter. The summer is very beautiful, but I'd like to know, what did you do with me in the winter? On Purim, God gives me a taste what He did with me, beyond me. Purim, God is giving the world a taste. I'm asking her, what's going on in the world? So much winter, so much destruction. Okay, then God can say, okay, soon is summer. Everything's going to be okay. It's very sweet. But I'd like to know what was going on in the winter. What did you do? But again, it's beyond me, right? Because it's not summer, it's not face to face. So Purim is the in-between. Suddenly I get a taste above my consciousness. What was happening? You know what Purim is? Purim is when we celebrate the ultimate defeat of evil, that there is no evil anymore. What does it mean there is no evil anymore? that suddenly I mamish come to the level that I realized that there was no winter. I just didn't know about it. It was beyond me. I think that all the evil in the world is destruction. If, someday we'll know what was happening to the world, how much we were growing, how everything was necessary, that it couldn't be any other way. Because if it could have been, it would have been. For instance, I'm coming to Israel, to the Holy Land. I see so much destruction, so many wounded soldiers. And you don't know why. On Purim, God gives us a taste beyond my consciousness because it's too much for me. But it's a little bit. My consciousness is a vessel for the unconsciousness. Suddenly I realize that even Haman, my arch enemy who wanted to kill me, I can't walk up to Haman and say, listen, damn you. Because suddenly I realize I needed him too, I needed him. Because you see, according to us, the ultimate defeat of evil is not that I kill all the evil people, but I get this tremendous beyond consciousness view of the world that this is the way it had to be. There was no other way of growing up. There was no other way of getting to the place where I have to be if all these things wouldn't have happened. When someone steps on my toe, I can kick him. But maybe someday I realize if he wouldn't have stepped on my toe, maybe I would have run so fast. I would have run so fast, I would have had a car accident. He stepped on my toe, it hurt me. I went slow, so I wasn't killed. I never know. What do you know what someone does to you when they step on your toe? You don't know. But you never see them again. But someday, on the great day, on the PURIM G-d, you'll get all the people who stepped on your toe, and you know what they did for you. You see, they really didn't mean that. They really wanted to step on your toes. But regardless, I'm so high, I say, listen, brother, I don't care what you thought, I know what I thought, And now something very, very deep. What is your reaction, right, in the winter? In the winter, you're not close to each other. What's your relationship to people when you are on the Purim level, on this in-between, between face-to-face and winter? Listen to this, it's so beautiful. Imagine I have a friend, and we were angry with each other. We didn't talk to each other for a long time. And suddenly my heart tells me, they're going to call today. Tomorrow I'll meet them on the street. We'll make up again. What am I doing in the meantime? I'm sitting and I buy a little gift for them. So when I meet them, I have something ready. Purim is the one holiday, it's very deep, friends. Every holiday I can celebrate alone on an island. All the Jewish holidays. I don't need anybody around. Purim is one holiday when I must have friends because I have to send shlachmonos. I have to send gifts. I have to be with people. Because if I want to test my own thing, if I got this message from between winter and summer, if I know that soon something will happen, we'll be face to face. And listen to this, very beautiful. On Purim, we don't send the gift face to face. I'm not going up to a friend and give him a gift. I'm sending it for somebody else. It's like a bouncing line, right? I'm giving it to somebody and says, please give my gift to somebody else, for me. You see, on the strangest level, on a very high level, it's an Aryosha, between me and my friend. Physically, it's a bouncing line, right? Because I didn't give it straight to you, I sent it to somebody else. So it's a combination of those two lines. And now listen to this, it's very, very deep. If someone whom I don't care so much for sends me a gift via somebody else, whom am I looking at? The person who gives me the gift. crazy. I'll say, Susan, do me a favor, give Pesach a gift for me, right? So if I and Pesach are not such good friends, then he'll look at Susan, right? Okay, Shlomo sends a gift, Mazel tov. I don't care, I'm talking to Susan. If you're mamish good friends, Susan gives him the gift, but mamish, she looks at me at that moment. It's a very secret thing, But now listen to this. This depends how much I love this person. All secrets. Now one more sweet thing. I want you to know that Purim is a holiday of secrets. I don't know how much some of you are turned on to Purim, but if you are, let me tell you. There's holidays, Chanukah, great light is shining. There's Pesach, a holiday of freedom. Purim is a holiday of secrets. There's a lot of people get high or drunk. You know what they get high and drunk? You know what they do? They spill out their secrets because they have no vessels for secrets. You know what we're doing on Purim? Our vessels for secrets become so strong. Because you know what it is? Between winter and summer, when God is telling me all that, it's a secret. I cannot walk up to somebody and tell them, you know something? There was no winter. It's crazy. Listen to me, I'll tell you something very strong. If I had a fight with my friends, we didn't talk to each other for half a year, then I will go up and tell them, it's not true, we're talking to each other all the time. It's a secret. Deep, deep secret. The way I can talk to somebody who officially I'm angry with, officially we are not face to face, and we're still talking to each other all the time, that's a secret. Now listen, one more sweet thing. Purim, basically we were not in Israel. So when we were in exile, we were still in Persia. Purim, you know what you're celebrating Purim? Purim, I'm celebrating the fact even if God is not face to face with me, even if I'm not face to face with God, it's not true. Deep, deep, deep inside, I'm always face to face with Him. Maybe you think my friend is far away, I'm not even going over and giving him a gift myself. It's not true. Secretly, we're face to face, all the time. And some of you friends remember that Purim is higher than Yom Kippur in that respect. Because Purim, Yom Kippur, I'm telling God I did this wrong, I says, please turn your face to me again. Like I walk up to my friend and says, please forgive me, let's make up. That means so far we were angry at each other, and now we got to make up. Purim is the other way around. Purim, I'm not telling God, I'm sorry I did wrong. I don't say anything. Because Purim, suddenly I realized that even while I was doing wrong, I was the whole time, I was so close to God. I was face to face with God the whole time. So anyway, our holy rabbis teach us that Purim, the light of Purim is so great, so deep. So deep, so deep, so deep. I'm sorry. Oi. Huh? What? On the paper, You know, friends, there was a time for compromises. And there was a time when I just can't make any compromise. PURIM, the whole holiday is that the whole PURIM is that Mordechai not only didn't make any compromises. Maybe some of you friends remember Haman, an ordinary human being. Mordechai, a little Jew, met the slave when he saw he had a good head, a good man. He bought him free and gave him some money to educate himself. He did very big. Then he became the second to the king in Persia. And what's the first thing he is doing? He comes out with a decree, you have to kill all the Jews. Got to show his thankfulness. And not only that, the thing is he also announced himself that he is God. Why not? Listen, some people still do it today, Anyway, so, and everybody has to bow down. There's one person who's very disturbing for him being God, because Mordechai met him when he was a little slave boy. And he knows he isn't God. Anyway, whenever Mordechai walks on the street, naturally he's not bowing down for him, because first of all he doesn't bow down before a human being. And whenever he sees Haman, he says, hi Haman. But this is too much, what's going on there? But Mordechai was playing with life, right? Because Haman was a tough man. He can kill him. And in fact, he was really thinking of killing him. But Mordechai, there's a time when someone who has the power of killing compromises with it. But there comes the point when a person who has power thinks he's God. You don't compromise. You don't. This is the whole idea of PURIM. PURIM is, I'm not moving the biggest of me. I'm mamish, I know of the Kudsha Barich. I'm the servant of God. I'm only bowing down to God. So someone's to compromise, I'll say, Mordechai, you know what? Make sure you're not walking the same street as Haman. You don't have to provoke him all the time. Go another street. But Mordechai made it his business. He always went on the street. Not only went on the street, he was sitting sometimes waiting for hours for Haman to come to make sure he's not bowing down to him. You gotta go strong. And I want you to know one thing. This is beyond my consciousness. My consciousness says to me, okay, you don't want to bow down, but don't provoke it, don't overdo it, and he has the power and he can kill you. And PURIM, I'm beyond all that. Beyond all that. And friends, the truth is, there are times, everybody has his own evil also. And I have to always battle with my own evil so much. There was a time to compromise, and I say, okay, go slowly, Listen, yesterday I was so bad. I cannot just suddenly be the holiest in the world. I have to go slow. There's one day a year, PURIM, when I'm so